G'day, I'm Chris and this is Game Chambers. We are back with A Wrath of the Righteous. Now we're up to what is called Act 3 in the original pen and paper game, but we are playing the end of the Shield Maze. So we've just finished the Shield Maze. Kind of got through. We had to sleep a couple of times. We had a couple of doses of bad luck and had to reload a couple of the fights and approach them slightly differently. And I do recognize that Emerylda's build is actually, well, let's be honest, it's pretty trash at the moment. So Emerylda doesn't really bring a lot to the party, and it's actually cost us a lot in this fight. If she was built differently, she could have had Slumber, been able to knock enemies out, we could have coup de grace them, it would have taken people out of the fight. You know, she could have even been a druid, in which case she could have had an active animal companion, which would be more than capable of fighting. There's so much more that I could have done with that character, and I do recognize that, but I have committed to her as a character for the story, and she is not necessarily going to be optimized. I will optimize her as she levels, bring her more into that summoning role. I'm hoping that those spells become more effective. But we shall see how we go. Anyway, where were we at? So, have we sold our junk? By the fact that we have a wooden spoon there, there's a good chance that we haven't. So let's talk to the vendor. Hello, Dryer. Okay, so we've only got wooden spoons. So we have sold our junk, and we have purchased all your healing potions. It would look like it. What have we kept here? We've kept all the cold iron weapons, so demons generally are weak to cold iron, or they have damage reduction that's overcome by cold iron, so we're going to hold on to the cold iron stuff. Why are we hanging on to those, though? We have no need to hold on to a masterwork, short sword and warhammer, so they're actually worth selling, so as you can see they're 200 gold. So we will sell those. And we are now going to head out into the sewers, it looks like, and head upstairs. So hopefully this leads up to Kenabres. Now this... Right. Can we collect all? So that's all the loot that we missed. I'm hoping...
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Kenabres are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
That's Irabeth fighting some babaus, I think, and that is the statue of Iomedae. That is a really cool piece of art. I quite like that. The surface! Finally! I miss the fresh air so much! Can we go back? Upstairs? If we can go back, I want to go back and sell, because see, by taking all this stuff we are massively overloaded. This deep rift leads to the catacombs under the city where the mongrels live. Okay. No, we are just way overloaded. Okay, let's drop our heavy stuff. Drop all those. How's that? Can we move normally yet? Sort of. The weapons probably hold a fair bit of weight. Drop the clubs. What are these worth? So I thought we would be able to turn around and sell this stuff straight away, so yeah. Bit of a mistake there. Dueling sword. Yeah, we're just going to go through now and drop the junk again. See, what are they worth? Heavy crossbows, are they valuable? That's a little bit, I suppose. So we're just getting rid of mostly everything. So anything that's worth more than its weight, we're going to hang on to initially. Then we're probably going to have to drop that as well. So just... Rapier's actually quite valuable. Well, for weight per gold ratio anyway. Spear is not. Warhammer is not. Shield definitely is not. Armor generally is. The chain shirt's not really, but the scale mail is definitely not either. Either is studded leather. Okay, we're back down to light. That'll do. We'll just have to leave that junk there. Hey, now where are we? I can hear fighting. Oh god, this might be bad. I probably should have slept. Well, that's a... That might be Erebeth there, actually. Looks like it could be a half-orc paladin. Yeah, okay. She's one of the... And Inevia's wife, I believe. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Aomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you're friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anevia. Air hug.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out.
Oh, thanks.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Erebeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Kenabres. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
Right. We do have important information, but that's not really the first thing we should dive into. What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Kenabres will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
So the Wardstones prevent the demons from teleporting outside of the world wound. So it acts as a barrier around where the demons are, so they can't teleport out into the rest of the world, because most demons have got the ability to greater teleport anywhere. So without those Wardstones, they could just bypass the defenders. It actually lets the defenders set up a perimeter.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
Yeah, obviously we are going to help. But first, we have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here.
Oh, perfect.
The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
Okay. We met some mongrels who lived beneath Kenabres. This is Lan.
Most people in Kenabres think that the children of the first Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
I'm pretty sure Lan is no living legend. Isn't that Captain America?
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
Don't mind Lan as a character so far. Not a fan of his class though, so we might see what we can turn him into. What's the situation in the city?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Not good.
Don't talk like that. Kenabres hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Yeah, I like Sealer as well. It's cool they
Sweet
brought her in.
words don't change the grim truth.
You are definitely evil, Camellia. I don't know what you are, whether you're a demon or if you're just some evil woman in disguise, but yeah.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Kenabres.
Kind of makes you wish I'd played a paladin. We know why the Wardstone's important. Would Emerylda know? Probably not. Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Kenabres obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
I don't see why we care. The Wardstone has ended up in Grey Garrison. Emerylda definitely would not care about that, so let's not waste any time. To battle.
That's the spirit. You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
We do really need to heal up. You hear laboured breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple. You actually going to fight with us,
Lord
Horgus?
Horgus Worm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Kenabres can be said to be safe right now.
That's cool. So he was willing... See, yeah, he was willing to step up and fight alongside because Irabeth told him to. Even though he can't fight. Oh, we back in control now?
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so cool. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
Good to see you're on us, Lan.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
Irabeth raises her blade, and the soldiers, inspired by her cry, rush into battle with renewed vigour. Oh, we've been healed. Did we get our resources back? We did. Oh, cool. I was a bit worried that we were not going to be able to do much here, but we've been fully restored. It was a shear. Okay, well they're masterwork. We're going to take them with us. You've gone that way, have you? Character Sealer has 2 bonuses of the same type to armor class. They don't add up, only the biggest bonus applies. One of these bonus sources, Amulet Natural Armor +1 and Empty Value 1. What? Because she's running Barkskin at the moment, yeah. That's fair. Let's put that on Camellia for... Oh, will you take it off?
Just no.
No, of course you won't take it off. We'll put that on Emerylda for now. It can go back to Sealer later once Barkskin wears off. That's obvious. You have not completed your mission in the Grey Garrison yet. Okay. Staunton Barnes.
Do not waver.
He's in the book as well. I can't remember his role. Oh, it's a bit nasty. Recruit, Deskari cultist. What are the level on these guys? Baphomet cultist. Pretty much like we looked at in the book in the last episode there. Level 1 fighter, level 1 cleric. Let's recruit level 2 paladin. Level 6 paladin, Staunton Barn. Well, he's definitely going to pull some weight. What's Irabeth? Level 6 paladin as well. We're just going to follow along and reap the free XP here, I think. This is definitely no need for us to expend any resources in this one. What's this? Oh, I got a how do I not use my held charge? Yeah. Okay. I still have a held charge of inflict wounds. Nice. Staunton is going to just cleave his way through these guys. What was the recruits? Even the recruits are level 2 paladins, so we don't have a whole lot to worry about here. But we will still try and contribute. Get in there, Sealer. I know you're only a level 2, so you're basically a recruit, but let's just get up on that front line. That's your job. We got nearfight sharpshooters, yeah. Level 1 fighters, Camellia. Can you get a charge on this guy? Yeah, you can. No, you don't want him? Okay, maybe you couldn't get a charge on there. Alright. Right, let's... I don't really want to move up to... just so I can discharge that spell. I am quite happy to sit back and let these NPCs do all the work. I don't know how much I can actually contribute when there's 2 level 6 paladins in the mix. Are you a paladin as well? Range guy? Yeah, you're all paladins. Okay, let's move up and keep shooting. Yeah, nice work, Lan. Showing your worth here. Sealer, I want you just to poke your head around the corner. Yeah, let's just go and engage these 2 guys. Cool. Now they're going to have to draw weapons or take attacks of opportunity, which they've decided to take the attacks of opportunity, which is an interesting choice. Melia, you get in there too. I really like to know what your story is, Camellia. You are definitely, if not evil, you're definitely not good. Or you wouldn't be hiding your alignment with that amulet. It's just a little bit suspicious. So many paladins. It's crazy. Alright, let's see if I can get into position to shoot him. Yeah, we did, but we missed. Nice work, Sealer. Let's grab everyone. It looks like they're going to leave us to loot, are they? Take their scrolls. Are they masterwork glaive? Is that masterwork? Yep, I'll take that. Take anything that's masterwork or a magical. Thank you. Now what's this? Big glowing rune, sealed with magic. Okay. Another door here. 60%? Let's give it a go.
This one was beyond me.
We try again.
Not this
Lock
time.
is jammed. Can we use our lockpicks now? Yeah, is that still going to say jammed? What do we got here? So, okay, because I rolled a 1. Does that mean, even if I use the lockpicks, it remains locked? Okay. Alright, so that's something to be aware of. So that's cool. You can try again, but you might jam it. So, 60%. I don't know if that's worth trying, but... Ooh, here we go. A bit surrounded here. Know what that is? Is that the Wardstone? I don't know what's going on here. Are we supposed to have dialogue? There's our spirit. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, is it supposed to be silent? Someone betrayed them. Cowardly traitor! I swear on the sword of Iomedae!
Save the last one for me.
What's she saying? I swear on the sword of Iomedae. You will answer for your betrayal. Oh, here we go. So it's telling us what they said here. Let's go back and have a look through it. Hey, I know you, so you're one of those cultists. Baphomet cultists. How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet. That recruit was a paladin. That's the worst paladin in existence. That's absolutely terrible. Alright, what do we got? What are we up against here? Is there anything? Look at the bar along the top. Oh boy. Good to know how many enemies that the game can handle though. So these are all just standard cultist sets. A Cambion, nothing special about him. That's our recruit. That's our recruit that betrayed us. Yeah. Still an awful good paladin. Good on you, buddy. Another Cambion. Is there anything scary that I need to look out for? There's a wizard. Where are you? Down there. Cultist Evoker. Is another Evoker, is it? No, that's my recruit. Sharpshooter over this way. So there's an Evoker there. Let's just try and cake out this Evoker if we can. Alright. And who's... So we're going to fight this side, I guess. Because it looks like these guys will fight this flank. So there's the Cambions. Oh, Staunton took a hit there. Alright, Camellia. Let's activate that. Now how does this actually work now? I've sort of used it, but I don't really understand it. So the shaman surrounds herself with the spirit of battle. Allies within 30 feet of the shaman get a +1 morale bonus to attack rolls, weapon damage rolls. Okay, so we are going to activate that because that's going to affect all of our allies here. And then we're just going to move in to fight here. And we're going to fight defensively because we're not making an attack roll, so we might as well get the +2 dodge bonus to our armor class. Here they all come. Alright, this halfling's going to help us out, that's good. Alright, Sealer. We're just going to step in and try and kill him off. Yep. There's one down. We've got Divine Favour going down. That's a lot of Divine Favour. Staunton can go fight in that direction. I guess Wade's in the middle. Alright, so finally we can actually drop this and have it be useful. God, it makes a mess, doesn't it? Oh, there's another wizard back there. And a dredge. I did not see all the extra stuff in the background, so that's good. So that Entangle will mean that we can fight them slowly because they got to wade their way through that. We do have to. Oh. Yeah, so it's going to take them a long time to wade through it, even though they make their saving throws and they can still move. Like these guys here, they're trying to damage living, which is, I'm glad that we're not in range for that because that's AoE damage, so we don't really have a way to heal AoE, so that we'd just be copping it. We'll take that 5 damage from the magic missile though, not much we can do about that. But we'll be able to hold the line here. Where are you going? Okay, land. Take out that Invoker for me. Okay, cool. Sharpshooter needs 20 to hit us. Don't get yourself killed, Staunton. Okay, that Entangle has really been a godsend because those guys could seriously have come in a lot further. So, is anyone injured here? There's not. So let's try and do some damage to him. Yeah, we'll just stay where we are. Did you have the flank? Yeah, you do. Okay. Ah, left. Should turn fighting defensive off, but doesn't matter. We rolled a natural 1 anyway. I tried to shoot Erebeth and got attacked of opportunity. So he's trying to magic missile someone, but he's got to walk his way through all this stuff first. Let's keep fighting here. We'll try and keep near Camellia, even though she is potentially evil. I think we need to fight beside her. Erebeth's armor class is holding. Alright, Emerylda. I don't think a might is going to be useful. It might be, but the stats on the might are just pretty bad. But we could... Even our familiar. So, The good thing about the familiar for the shaman is supposed to be that it can deliver your touch spells for you. I don't see the mechanic to do that, and it could be because I don't have touch spells. What do we have? If I tell this guy to flee, we'll get a tax opportunity from him. No, maybe save. Okay. Alright, so they're going to slog their way through this Entangle. Emerylda is finally getting some value. Especially on those neophytes who are just throwing down their channel negative energy at nothing, which is great, because we're not there. Alright, Lan, I need you to focus down this Dretch, because we don't want him to drop a stinking cloud. Well, that was a bit hopeless, but that's okay. If he drops a stinking cloud, we're going to have to fall back. Oh, you're in a bit of trouble over there. Oh, did I just... did I just end Camellia's turn? I did. I just ended Camellia's turn without actually doing anything, so you're a genius.
Guide my blade.
I'm not going to go wading any further into the entanglement. Okay, so we need to do something about this Dretch. What armor level 0 Daze, Virtue, Touch of Fatigue, Light, Guidance, Dismiss Spell. Finds that. It's about... I mean, it's 1 damage guaranteed, or should I be crossbow bolting him? I don't really know. At this point, she's not able to contribute a whole lot. She's already got the AoE control down, which is slowing their movements. Surprised the Dretches haven't dropped the stinking clouds yet. They've instead decided to walk through and engage in melee. And it's a little frustrating that the AI is just walking into it as well. I'd much rather that they didn't go wading into my Entangle until let the enemy come to us. Yeah, I know that the Dretch has got damage resistance. I don't have a cold iron arrows, so it's alright. I guess we're going in. The roll of 2 is not going to help you. Yeah, you're looking Staunton. Yeah, you're taking a bit. Oh, what was that? Hurt? Oh. Yep. Ouch. Nearly did it. Failed my save. Sealer is entangled. That's why I would have rather them come and close the distance, but just shoot the wizard in the back. They come close. Oh, I need a 16, so I need to roll 11. So yeah, 45% chance of hitting. That's pretty decent. Okay. So this flank should be done soon. Erebeth and Staunton are doing quite well over there. And we've got this side pretty much under control with the Entangle. They can't really close on us.
Make every strike count.
Good work, Lan. We've got rid of 1 Dretch. Don't know why they haven't dropped Stinking Cloud. It might be they've decided not to. Maybe they ran this encounter allowing them to Stinking Cloud, and it might have just made an absolute mess of the encounter. Not sure, but I'm grateful for it because... Ooh. Alright, Camellia's in trouble. Dealer get in there? She can't, so let's see if we can... get lay on hands on Camellia. 5? It's not too bad. Staunton, yeah, he's going alright. Where's the wizard? Wizard's got to be running out of... Oh! Oh! What was that? Critical hit! Nice. I rolled a 3 on a d8, but hey, it was enough to kill that wizard. Good job, Emerylda. Show us how to use the crossbow. What are these cultists? So they're fighter clerics as well. Okay. They've just already used their damage living turn. Alright, you guys have got to stop shooting that dredge. Ah.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Yeah, don't shoot the dredge, Lan. Let the guys with the cold iron deal with the dredge. Because both Sealer and Camellia have got cold iron weapons, so let them deal with that.
Go for their hearts!
Yeah. Only 5 damage though. Only 1 on the pierce. On the sneak, sorry. Getting closer, but they don't have the AoE burns at least.
Into the fray.
Come on, Sealer. Get in there, we go. 10 damage. Beautiful. And then we might... Oh, it must be a standard action. So, oh yeah, it's a swift action on yourself, standard action on an ally. Why is Staunton just standing there? Staunton, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. I think your AI is just broken. You have a lot of stuff going on here, don't you? Yeah, but there's nothing physically wrong with him. He's just not attacking or doing anything now. So that's an issue. Luckily, I don't need him for this fight, I suppose. Eurobeth is still fighting, rolling like garbage, but she's still fighting. Alright, Lan. Cool.
You won't survive me.
Start picking off the guys at the back. Now, probably need to drop the Entangle, don't I? Because it's no longer of benefit to us. Let's... Can I delay till after Emerylda? I can. So we're going to delay till after Emerylda has her turn. Emerylda's going to drop the Entangle, and then we'll be able to move in and actually start killing them. So let's drop you back here as well. Okay, and now let's get rid of... Oh, you must be out of combat. Okay, you don't have to be out of combat. Why does it say you have to be out of combat? Interesting. Yeah, but you shouldn't need to be out of combat to end the effects of a spell. So I'm glad that that was a typo. Alright, now Sealer can move in on these guys. Can I charge them? Yeah, there we go. Let's get... I'll take that. Oh! Oh! That was a good hit. I didn't expect to really take that hit. Why is it telling me about healing now? It's a bit late to really mention healing, isn't it?
I'll cut you wide open!
Let's get Camellia in. You are rolling badly, Camellia. I guess so is Eurobeth. Oh! What happened there? Oh, she tried to shoot. And he died. Alright, let's move up. Shoot this other sharpshooter. Got him. Okay, we're cleaning up this flank now. Staunton is definitely bugged out though, isn't he? He's just sort of chilling. Had enough. Oh, that guy didn't really like that. Staunton might actually die here. Oh, if Emerylda can make that shot. Nah, not with a natural one.
The spirits demand your blood!
The light.
Okay, this flank is cleared. Let's get around here and see if we can save Staunton. Alright. Cambion. No. No. But now with everyone else, surely that Cambion would decide it's just... Oh yeah, Staunton's back in action now. Fine. That's 2 ones in a row, Emerylda. Let's go 28. And let's just heal yourself. I probably should have thrown down Bless, but we kind of had that fight under control. 14, yeah, we got enough hit points. So these guys should be able to clean up here, but we'll still help them. There's going to be a heap of stuff to go through and pick at the loot here. I love this laughing. Okay, little guy. Okay. Let's grab some loot. What do we got? Sickening Ray and Masterwork Glaze. What was that? Scroll some Monster 1. Don't think we got anyone that can use that yet. Take those potions for sure. Heavy Shield, Masterwork Crossbow. Masterwork Light. Oh no, that's... She's already a Masterwork. Yep. This one, Snowball. Plenty of Inflict scrolls, hey. Okay. Cool, and then down here we've got more as well. Masterwork Longbow. More potions, definitely take those. I need to be using my scrolls more. 100% need to be using my scrolls more. Ah, didn't really look clearly then. Okay. Where'd everyone go? Oh, they're over here. Alright, so there's the doors, probably all going to be sealed. That'll be my assumptions. Is there another fight coming up? Potentially, let's just... Oh, we got 30 health pots. We'll get you back in the green at least. We can't talk, so we're still pushing forward. We're definitely not done yet. Alright, up to the next level. Yep. Is that Masterwork? No, but it's composite, so we will take that. And that's the pile of loot that we left behind. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it. So I played through Celasta a little bit recently. I didn't finish it. I couldn't handle the engine, the system, sorry. But the really good feature it had was the fact that someone would go through and pick up all the trash loot for you afterwards, and you'd still make a bit of money off it.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
Minagho. This is a... She's a mythic level character, I believe, from memory. I think she's one of the ones that was involved in opening the World Wound, or am I thinking of a different wizard? She looks a bit... I don't remember this one, actually. The Eyeless Demon. I'm looking forward to having a look through the original book to remind me a bit of Minagho.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Yet. I think Staunton's the betrayer. That's why his name's familiar.
Minagho. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Erebeth's troop, silent up until now, spits on the floor, his hardened, craggy face like stone-weathered stone, twists as if in pain. Is he the traitor?
Minagho, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Kenabres. She must be able to finish what she started.
I like this one, but it's not Emerylda at all, but I really like that response. Hey demon woman, what's wrong with your face? I've got characters that would have loved to yell that at her, but Staunton, do you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Yeah, it was a traitor at some point.
Like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, How you begged to see me again. How you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
Shame this whole game's not voice acted because the voice acting is really good. I'm quite enjoying the parts that are acted.
I'll kill you!
We can't fight her. Yeah, good. I'm so glad she's left because there's no way we could fight that. This is going to be a tough fight too, Abricant. Your character Sealer was attacked while they were flat-footed. Yep, so before you get to act, you're flat-footed, which lowers your armor class and lets you be sneak attacked. What do we have here? Do we have a wizard? There is a wizard at the back. Let's come up land and let's see what we can do about that wizard. Oh good, you've got a crit on the second shot. So the wizard's out of the picture. That's the free automatic damage gone because Staunton is in there. Why don't we have anything on your belt, Sealer? What's your healing pots? I'm not going to... Protection from chaos, protection from evil. We might actually pop a potion there. Get a couple more potions on the belt, shall we? Bears endurance, yeah, okay. So Sealer, I want you to pop a healing potion. It's because it's a move action. And then I want to wait till Irabeth and the other recruits engage. I don't want to be the first one in. Because I think this is going to be a tough fight. Also don't want Staunton to just die by himself, but let's get Blessed down. The shame Staunton. Oh, I could have moved forward a bit and caught Staunton in that. Yeah, that was a bit silly. Okay, the Abracalandu is coming anyway. Did he succeed? Sunder armor. Oh yeah, he sundered it. Okay. Alright, Emerylda. Is it worth casting Bane, or should we get a Might that might be useful under the field? Okay. Tell me that joke's never going to get old, and it was never good. Who did that attack? The recruit? Okay. Staunton, you have way overextended. Ooh. Lucky that was only roll a 1. Alright, let's drop that cultist next land if we can.
Endure this.
Okay, nice work. Another critical, just a good damage roll, yeah. Okay, cool. You're dealing with the things that are going to be nuisances. I don't know what those exclamation mark is. Alright, Sealer. We're just gonna...
Guide my blade.
Yep, okay. This thing's challenge rating anyway. Abricalan, Dilu, to level 5, but we've got the assistance of 2 level 6 paladins, so I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, Staunton is surviving quite well, surrounded in demons by demons over there. I don't know why these dretches haven't dropped their
You are today's sacrifice.
not much like I. They haven't dropped their stinking clouds.
Am I at my limit?
Oh.
So this is how it feels.
Okay, that thing doesn't stay locked onto its target, so it's switched to Camellia. The enemies we'll fight in the shield maze were staying locked on the Sealer, so that's interesting to see that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that in the future. Whew, nice hit. Who copped that? The recruit copped that one, but it's okay. Nice work, Staunton. Yeah, keep hacking your way through them. Land, we're trying to keep you within within 30 feet so you can get your bonus. Now, Sealer, let's get Camellia back up. And then we'll come this way. Did that get her up? She's still -4. God. She copped a pretty big hit. She's not getting another res. If she dies again, she's dead. So there's no way I'm resing her a second time. Let's use this wand on her. Still, oh yeah, she's up. Cool. Okay, another crit here, Beth. Staunton has got a lot of hit points. He's taking a lot of hits, but he's doing alright. Yeah. So we'll just keep focusing on the back line. Because the back line is a lot squishier. Alright, yeah, we'll come in on this apricot. I think Sealer is tanky enough to survive it. But bringing Camellia in on that was not a good idea. Let's get your spell back and touch yourself up. In combat healing is generally not a good idea, but this fight's pretty much under control. And there's very little else she could have done without risking getting hit by the apricot. So. It's interesting that the AI is just standing around sometimes. I wonder if that's a turn-based thing or if it's the AI thing. Alright. Another fight down. Let's grab all the masterwork and magical stuff. They are just normal, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hit quick save and keep on moving. Where are we going here? Law, religion. Alright, let's have a look.
Call me again if you need to.
So they've drawn Deskari's symbol on the wall. Okay. Mobility 14. Can we do that?
You're so...
Alright, so that's a statue of... That must be the Wardstone. That's collapsed. Yeah, that's got to be the Wardstone. I don't know what it's doing where it is. I'd say they've knocked it off, but... Minagho. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly your head is filled with voices. Screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices, pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious Wardstone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
That line there, blind and broken, just makes me miss Aravashnil even more.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
You are talking back to her land. Good job.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious Wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Deskari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Kenabres to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice, especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
Okay, so in this situation, is Emerylda, the wandering fortune-telling shaman, going to really ask, who are you? Maybe. Let's do it. Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minagho, Lily II and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
Maybe she's not evil. Maybe she's more neutral, roguish. She's definitely against the demons.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
We're no match for her.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
No, you don't, but I don't know who you are. You feel righteous fury swell within you. How dare this demon besmirch the ground of this beautiful world with her hooves, a world created by the gods and cultivated by mortals. And these cultists, how dare they betray all that is sacred in this world and join the forces of the foulest evil? Can they repent and redeem themselves? Or have they followed the path of evil past the point of no return? The Wardstone seems to sense your thoughts. The chamber grows slightly brighter. Let's find out. What are you doing to the stone?
Not quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Fortunately, that would probably work better than it should.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
You feel a sudden rush of wild rage, and with it comes a feeling of a monstrous, unbridled, destructive power. It is like the power you felt in the shield maze when you were confronting Savemleke, but now it feels more fully fledged, more conscious. So I can succumb to the rage and go the demon path, definitely not Emerylda, or reveal the light of heaven, which I think fits her. Your victory celebrations are a little premature, demon. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels. You've performed a good action.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
Don't listen to her. The fiend wants us all to lose hope. She won't succeed. That's a very Emerylda thing to say.
This shit. I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
You know, that's actually a situation a lot of people would find themselves in. You know, the world is falling around them. What else do? You turn to the powerful one to protect your family.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back. And heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
Oh, he's a Deskari cultist, so this guy is a Baphomet cultist. There's a couple of different sides going on here.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
Alright, so we got a couple on our side here. But this is not good. Why is Minagho fighting us? Where are you, Minagho? She's... What? A level 17 outside, a level 11 witch. That's a level 28 character. Where we're not doing anything to that. Something has got to happen that's going to make this... Well, how many experience it's worth? 3,500 experience points. An armor class of 36. Attack bonus of a ridiculous amount of +24s. Right. And all these spells available to her. Alright, well, that's bad. Why are we overloaded? Let's just chuck some things. Again. I suppose they're actually worth it. What's not worth it? Anything that's not masterwork, essentially, is not worth it, isn't it? No, you can't change it. That's going to be annoying. We're overloaded and can't do anything about it because we're in combat. Right. We are going to make Erebeth large because she is a lot stronger than what we have available. Level 6 paladin, but this is still a mythic enemy here. And we don't have any means to fight a mythic enemy. So all we can do is try and deal with these cultists and hope that, like, obviously something's going to happen here to drive Minagho off. Because Minagho is a threat that we can't hope to even touch. Can't even charge it because we're overloaded. How did we get overloaded? Is that bull strength? No. Do I have a bull strength? I got a scroll. Bear's endurance. No. Yeah, well that's a touch annoying that we are overloaded and can't drop anything because we're in battle. Which means I can't charge, which means we're just going to stroll up here. And avoid Minagho. Why would you try and cast Headless Fear on Minagho? That's not going to do a thing. Oh!
Unexpected.
I'm tired of playing around now.
Okay.
You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
Just blew up Emerylda, I think. The demoness whispers a spell and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Your evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
Iomade is with us!
Yes. Keep telling yourself that.
Owlcat is actually with us, though, from memory. The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. And then what happens?
Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
We saved during conversation? No. What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong.
How did we get away?
We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Okay. How did we get away? I'm a little bit confused. Like, you can't just black us out and expect 2 level 6 paladins to get away from a mythic level wizard. Okay, we'll see. See how it gets explained later. What is the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. It seems they are holed up in the Tower of
Demons
Estrad.
have been filling Kenabres with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Kenabres, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
This is feeling very forced. I don't like that we were there. It looked like she was about to finish the ritual and we didn't really stop her, so... can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
That was done by a demon attack in a previous crusade, I believe.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Kenabres, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Well, I know why it's important.
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Kenabres obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
Everything is clear.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Kenabres still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
That sounds like we're going to get to explore the city in this next section. And we have a level up, so that's going to be cool. We hopefully can actually get a little bit more use out of Emerylda. We might even be able to find some more companions. Looks like we now have a place to rest and recuperate. Not sure I really liked the character of Minagho. I loved the voice actor, the look of it, of her. She's a really cool character in the adventure path, but I don't really like where that little bit of story went. I was wondering what they were going to do. Were they going to have Minagho flee, or was someone going to come and intervene and help? Because obviously Minagho is a threat well above what our little party could actually handle. And then it just had us fade to black and we somehow escaped. Not a fan of that type of storytelling, but we'll see where it goes. I'm still enjoying the game, absolutely having a blast. So we are going to call it there though, and we will pick it up with the exploration of ruined Kenabres and see what we can find, see if we can pick up some new companions, level up to level 3, and see if we can make our way back to that Wardstone and stop Minagho's plans. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.